Foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Also, you already know, that voice too raspy to be whispering. So it's about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Now, before we jump in, I always want to thank you in advance for all your love, your likes, your shares, subscribes, your kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. As well as those of you sending me gifts, I'm sending all that love back to you. I appreciate you. I don't always get to acknowledge it as I'm saying the message, but just know I noticed and I appreciate you, all right? Thank you. So let's get started, chosen ones. Again, right now, you may be fluctuating pertaining to your feelings, right? You could be sad, you could be mad, you could feel betrayed all over again. You could really be, again, experiencing certain highs and lows right now. See, what if I told you that there were certain things that were connected to the old you that you were still trying to peacefully retreat from? You were still trying to compromise with them when they never was supposed to be somebody that you were supposed to be seeing. You understand me? There's certain friendships, connections, partnerships, work, whatever the case may be. Certain people that you have been told in certain times, signs and synchronicities that you were supposed to disconnect from them. But again, you called yourself trying to be the peacekeeper. You tried to make certain adjustments. You were willing to compromise with them, which meant that you were settling in a sense. You were willing to meet them halfway to nowhere. You understand me, chosen one? So what did God do? He had, again, certain people cross back paths with you. Certain people from the past or certain people that still were connected to you that you've been feeling intuitively that you needed to walk away from. But you chose not to. That was always, I'm going to get to it later. But God said you're going to get to it now. You understand me? So again, there's certain relationship dynamics that are starting to fall apart. There's certain truths that are starting to get illuminated. You understand me? Everything in the dark is getting presented. Certain things that you've been felt. Certain things that you also already experienced. What do I mean? Because this is the end of a karmic cycle. So what does that mean to you, chosen ones? That means that everything that you went through, now you're getting vindicated for those things too, but you're also going to get put in that same position to see what you're going to do. Are you going to take that same road as that person who did it as you? You understand? Did it to you? Because then guess what? Then that means you'll be getting the karmic consequences that come with how they cross you too. You understand me? So I want you to realize that right now is the end of a karmic cycle. How you handle it. But a lot of the times it makes you have to reface certain things that you already thought that you was over. Certain things that you knew that person wasn't for you. You finally accepted that they was a disrespectful cheater, whatever the case may be, right? You accepted them for their characteristics, but you also knew that it wasn't for you. So you disconnected from these individuals. Now they're going to get represented to you. Now what you experienced with them that had you acting the way that you do, now you're going to be faced with that same thing again. But God wants you to feel that heat in a sense. You understand me? What do I mean, chosen ones? Because there's certain things that you are holding on to that happened to you from a long time ago. That person, when you first started in a relationship, they cheated on you. You forgave them. They cheated again. You brought them back in. They left you. You brought them back in. They left you. Whatever the case may be, it was a repeated cycle, right? You seen the patterns. You knew what was going to come next if you stepped outside of the situation, right? So now guess what, chosen ones? Now you're going to be presented with that same situation, that same feeling that you've been holding off in a sense. You've been trying to play hard. You knew that that person wasn't for you, but you still wasn't paying attention to your heart. See, you knew that person wasn't evil. That was your mind knowing that. But that's so you knew that you had love for them, but at that time you was trying to disguise that love with certain hate that you had towards how they handled you. So, chosen ones, I want you to realize that you need to take a step back and really allow yourself to feel this, because this is the end of a karmic cycle. When you feel this, chosen ones, you're not going to have to feel it again. But you're going to have to face it, because you've been running from it. Whether or not it was from you trying to stay busy, whether or not you was just talking yourself into hating that individual. Oh, they ain't shit, they ain't shit, they ain't shit. That's what you kept saying, because you knew how they treated you wasn't shit, right? But at the same time, you were trying to persuade yourself to get over them. You really wasn't doing it. So now you're getting exposed to those same feelings again. And the fact that you getting reactions, or they getting reactions out of you, knows that you were some way still you understand, one way, shape, or form, still energetically connected to them. You still thinking about what they did to you or didn't do for you. And now that was keeping you from actually connecting to the person that you're supposed to be with. You were still allowing yourself to relive that, but you wasn't acknowledging your feelings. So now you are. You're going to feel that heat, chosen ones, I'm telling you. Why? Because you still considered playing it cool with these individuals. You still called yourself, if this was your children's father, your children's mother, you still considered having certain group activities together. You may have still lived under the same roof. You may have still celebrated birthdays together, certain holidays too. But now you're starting to realize, like, nah, energetically, that's beating you down. You know that this person changes your mood anytime that they come around. So therefore, you're going to have to start to disconnect. If this is certain work dynamics that you know that they taking advantage of you, that they not really appreciating you, you got to go ahead and be willing to apply to a different location. You understand me? But one thing's for certain, you're going to have to give up something in order to get something too. Because you can't work at that job that requires you 9 through 5. Then you try to apply to that job and they need you during that time too. Which one you going to choose? The old, who didn't appreciate you, no benefits came with it. Anytime they was keeping your check from you, you may not been getting paid for it. Whatever the case may be, now you got an opportunity to move to a different location. But you're going to have to give up that old one, right? See, the same pertaining to you too, chosen ones. Are you properly prepared for the things that you pray for? Huh? I want you to really think about it. Are you properly prepared for the things that you are asking for? Because you ask for love, right? But you're not willing to open up. You're not willing to socialize. You're not willing to hold conversations. No, none of that. You understand me? Or you talk about nobody ever loved you, how you want love, but you also don't believe that God can get it to you. So that's you downplaying him. Because how you going to downplay the person who made everything around you? You understand me? So you going to tell me that God can't make certain things move around if that's what he wants to do? You understand me? So the fact that you doubting the fact that you have the ability to align with people who truly love you, appreciate you, that job that truly pays you for the work that you do, or that dream home that you want, that dream car too, that experience of love and happiness, because it all starts with you. Your mind is the manifester. So what are you thinking about? You understand me? But chosen ones, again, you're going to have to realize it's almost like a game show in a sense, right? So you know how behind this curtain, it's this. Behind this curtain, it's that, right? Now, all of a sudden, they allow you to choose a door. You choose door number 1, right? Now, all of a sudden, what you get from that door, it was a bike. Now, you may not have a bike, so you like, oh, cool, I got something. I came here with nothing in a sense, and I'm leaving with something, so therefore you feel like that's something positive. You feeling like you're prospering. You feeling real good about that, right? Then all of a sudden, they call you back up and say, listen, matter of fact, I know we gave you this, right? But you get a shot to draw from another door. Are you going to give up the one that you got with that bike, or are you going to try to get something more? So if you really want to be comfortable, you're going to say, oh, I'll stick with a bike. Now, no downplaying a bike, but you could get a bike any day. You could really, if you put your mind to it and save certain things, you'll be able to have that bike. You understand me? So that's, again, that's exciting, but that's something that you could do by yourself. You won't really need them. So that's equivalent to certain relationship dynamics that you went to, where it's like, okay, well, it's cool that they here, but the shit that they providing you is barely what you providing you. On your worst day, you could do it for you. You understand me? They ain't acknowledging you, showing love to you, noticing you, encouraging you, protecting you, speaking life into you. You understand? So it's almost like, are you going to settle for that door where you got a free bike, but it's like you could have got that yourself? Or you going to sit there and be like, matter of fact, I'm going to risk this. I know that either I'm going to leave with what I came with or I'm going to get something better, right? So therefore, you again sit there and are willing to take that risk. Turn that little box in. Now, you ain't got a bike, but okay, hold tight. Let's see what it is. All of a sudden, you got a lifetime provider this. You got a lifetime provider that. You got that vacation. You got everything that was on stage. Now, you leaving with all of that. But had you not took that risk, you would have drove right away with a bike, which you would have required to put a lot of work in. Because think of a bike, you're going to have to put that work in order to roll, right? So you was going to do so much. You was going to do the most. That's equivalent to you about to settle with that past person where you would have to do everything. Instruct them what to do and not to do. Tell them how to help themselves while they not helping you. You would have to cook, clean, take care of your kids, protect them, protect yourself. Sit there, all of these things, all that work, you always will be tired. There's nothing that you enjoy from that, right? So you could have chose option A, which was that past person, or that person where you would have had to do the most to get the least. You would have had to really, again, everything and area that you got, you had to really be putting in blood, sweat, and tears, right? Now, the other option, you gave that up. Now you get something better. Now, all of a sudden, you get this, again, endless supply of this. You got exercise bikes, you got this, you got cars, you got everything that was on stage that you didn't even think about was possibly going to be presented, but it did. But you never would have got it if you wasn't willing to give up that old shit. See, let's break it down. Even pertaining to cell phones, that's something that y'all are all similar with, right? Cool. When you have an insurance for your phone, right, what you got to do? Before that new phone comes through, you got to send that old phone off, right? Exchange. Which one you going to choose? You want that crack phone that's clicking everywhere, cutting on and off. You can't depend on them. That's similar to them old-ass partners you had. You couldn't depend on them. 1 minute y'all good, 1 minute you're not. 1 minute they focus on you, next minute they focus on somebody else. 1 minute they cool, next minute you got to ask them or beg them how they feeling because they change mood. They mood changed towards you. No, not settling for that. No. So, therefore, again, I'm not going to choose that one person that's clicking out every opportunity that they get. Nothing, they so unpredictable. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Not at all. We're going to choose door number 2. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I want you to realize this, right? You got to be properly prepared for the things that you calling in. What do I mean by that? You ask them for certain things, but if they was to show up right now, what you gonna do? Come up with an excuses on why you can't move, how you been talking about you couldn't wait till you moved, huh? Oh, why? Okay. Because you sitting there complaining about certain things not coming fast, right? You talking about how you always have to be patient. You always waiting. It's everybody else's turn before your, whatever the case, all of this stuff, right? But you're not even willing to meet God halfway. See, now, when I say this, people can say, oh, we ain't got to meet God halfway because he can move the whole thing. We know that. Come on now. But just like if somebody's right leg is fucked up, they left foot is cool, and they need assistance getting up, instead of them putting all their weight on you, they using that good leg to help push their asses up too, right? Oh, why? Okay, so just like when you get invited to dinner, right? Or Thanksgiving dinner, whatever the case may be. They tell you that come this time, at this time, it's going to be time to eat. You get there, you still complaining because you smell food, but it ain't ready yet. They talking about they still got to prepare the turkey. They still got to prepare the potato salad. Whatever the case may be, whatever y'all eat, that's what it is, right? You complaining because you talking about, man, it's not ready when they said it was going to be ready. Whole time, what did you bring to the table? Nothing. You just brought yourself. You complaining that God's in the kitchen whipping all of these things up and you feel like it's delayed, but you ain't offered to bring not one thing at all. You talking about, oh, we still got to wait for the turkey. Well, had you brought the turkey, you wouldn't have had to wait then because everything else is completed, but that's the only thing that you waiting for. So, chosen ones, when you out here requiring or requesting certain things, are you prepared for it? Or are you going to sit there and be criticizing, but you ain't put no work in? Talking about, man, it's about time we eat. What? All you've been doing is watching and complaining. Put yourself in position. So again, if you want to be a well-known musician, see, it ain't all about being known by a lot of people. It's the right people. You heard me? Your true soul tribe that's going to support you, but that's another lie. We're going to get to it, right? Chosen ones. You got to be willing to meet God halfway. Just like you want to feel football season's coming up, right? You can't catch that football if your ass is on the sideline, if you're not on the field. So get in that position. You want to do music? Have you been doing music yet? Are you playing your position? See, you haven't got noticed yet, but do you have so many songs in your vault that you ain't never got to rework as hard as you have been when you first started gaining some type of momentum? See, when you first start off, you got to run real fast, right? But all of a sudden, after a while, you kind of start to stride a little bit, right? See, you had to gain momentum. That was the beginning. That was the most work that you had to put in. But now again, when you waiting on that opportunity, are you going to keep having to wait again? Because now they got to wait for you to even make music when you could have took this time properly preparing for it. Do music. That's what you want to do it. So therefore, when the opportunity gets presented, they ain't got to wait on you to present that. You already got it. Okay, cool. You want love? Have you put yourself out there in position? Because you asking God to bring you love, but you talking about you vowed to never go out. You a homebody. That's cool, but you're going to have to take your ass outside in one way, shape, or form for that person to come towards you, for them to see you, bump into you, whatever the case may be. See, why you think it's taking so long, chosen ones? Because you done sat there and took vows to never do this again. You done took vows that I'll never do this again. Despite what God's telling you, he told you to get your ass up. He told you to go out. He told you to buy some clothes for you. He told you to go and socialize. He told you to, you understand, but you ain't listening though, right? You talking about, oh, you never going to do that. You going to stay. Okay, cool. Now you wondering why it's taking so much time, because now God has to divinely orchestrate everything in order for that person to, in a sense, cater to you. Now that person, God has to have something happen in that person's life that's going to draw them into that location that you live in. So that state that you in, they have to all of a sudden magically have to go there to visit. Something's going to have to come over there to gain their attention. God has to orchestrate this now. So because you vowed to never do certain things now, and the things are the things that God's asked you to do, because you got your feelings hurt before, now you scared to do it again, and this time it's actually going to be beneficial for you, but it is what it is. So you rushing God when you ain't even outside in a sense to meet that person. So now God has to divinely orchestrate them to meet you in your city, have to have y'all go to the gas station at the right time, go to this place at the right time, all because you vowed something based upon a past situation. But you complaining because it's taking so long, but you the person that's in charge of the time. I'm not hearing that shit. Get your ass up. You understand? Buy an outfit for you, because the one thing that you going to be feeling so stressed about is somebody going to ask you out. You talking about, I don't even know what to wear. Shit, you had 10 years to prepare for it. You've been single for a long motherfucking time. You heard me. You've been, man, listen, I ain't going we ain't going to get into that. But you had all this time to properly prepare for it. Now you talking about, it's cool now because they got to wait on you. We not doing that. Hear me? We not doing that. So go get an outfit now. Get one for whatever type of mood you could be in. You want to feel a little sassy, cool. You want your, I'm telling you, y'all in your soft girl era. Why you think you been in your feelings lately? Even if you a divine masculine and you so used to being masculine, now you feeling your feelings too. You in your softer era. Why you think? Why you think you feeling certain things, chosen ones? God's going to have you feel certain things for the last time, certain pain, right? Just so that heat comes, that bridge is burnt. You could never go back to that. You won't even consider that. But you'll never go back to those feelings and those experiences again either. You're never going to remember. I'm telling you, if you really started to think about what certain exes look like now, their faces ain't going to come to mind unless you got a picture of them in front of you. When you try to think of that one person's name that you used to entertain, you may have knew their first, middle names, username, all of those things, and that shit ain't going to be able to come to you. You like, yo, what's so-and-so? Why? Because the past is disappearing. That no longer applies to you. Everything old is getting cleared out so you can receive the new. It's an exchange. Which one you want? That's why you feeling this little last bit of the blues. That's why you feeling a little anger. Them people carrying you the same way. They had an opportunity to change the dynamic and fix certain things that they did. So if they stole money from you, they got money and had an opportunity to break bread, but they didn't. Or if this person chose another person over you, that opportunity to get presented to see what they're going to do. Are they going to choose you like they were supposed to in the beginning? Or they going to do the same thing again? A lot of them failed the test. Okay, cool. Is this person going to apologize for the things that they did to you, said to you, didn't do as well? Certain drama that they put you through? Certain times they ain't want you to excel? Are they going to right those wrongs, or they going to move along like it never happened? A lot of those times they looked you in your face and, again, did the same thing again. Disrespect you again. Encourage you the same way. You felt the same way, so therefore that bridge is burnt. You can't even be cool. You was trying to, again, politely leave. You was trying to have a peaceful retreat. It's a no. Because if that door was still open, in a sense, there's one way, shape, or form that you may, let me look in to see what. No, that bridge is burned. You can't even go look over there if you wanted to. There's nothing back there. That shit is destroyed. Why you feeling the way you feeling? Why you feel like you mourning? Why you feel like you sad? Why you feel like you mad? Because they had an opportunity to write it and they did the same shit again. That's equivalent to somebody owing you $1 million. They got $2 million, and them people ask them what they going to do. Are they going to pay you the $1 million? And they like, nah. Knowing that you going through certain struggles. Oh, nah, chosen ones. It's a no. They had an opportunity to right their wrongs. They didn't. So therefore, guess what? God's going to have them move along. It's a wrap. They'll never have an opportunity to come back. Now, guess what's going to get presented in front of you? See, they chose other people, chosen ones, because they thought that those people was more beneficial to them than you. You understand me? Those people catered into that ego, didn't have certain requirements of them, so therefore they was complacent in those so situations. See, now you about to come up. I'm telling you, your finances is about to start booming. Those people that chose those other people over you, I'm telling you, now those people are going to be shacked up, looking dumb, dazed, and confused, because now you're going to be in a position where you in a new house, a new car, all of that. And God's going to wait till they clear out in order to hand that to you. He knows what they waiting for, to see if what you said was going to come true. See, when you said what you said about them, even when they denied it, they knew that you knew what you knew, right? So therefore, they know that when you said that God's going to bless you, they waiting around like, yo, Shorty's been right 9 out of 10 times. So I think she's going to be right on this 10th one too. So they wait around. But when they feel like, man, that shit ain't coming, Shorty don't know what she talking about, boom, God's going to hit it. Right then and there. Abundance. You understand me? All that money's coming in. And now they going to be trying to flip back around, be cool. Or a lot of they pride going to know that what they did to you was the ending. They could never have a conversation again. Y'all got children, it's cool. Y'all meet to a mutual place in order to exchange them. You have a certain, y'all moving out of certain locations. You willing to give up everything that you built with them because you knew it was built on a so rocky ass type of foundation in the first place. So you like, man, I'm giving up this scrap shit. Whatever you get cool. Because you know when you let that go, God's about to present something better for you. You ain't going to have to even be tied to that individual. See, they've been pausing your progression. He knew every time that you had some type of heads up or any type of abundance come in, you broke bread with them. You broke your blessings down. They left scraps for you. God's like, nah, that's not going to happen no more. So now you're going to see how you're going to have a come up after this heartbreak. They did what they did, right? They lied to you again. They disrespected you again. They stole from you again. They did what, okay, cool. They gonna have to stand on that. But they ain't gonna have nothing to stand on. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, let them stand. What they did, this was their last opportunity to try you on that weird shit. On that, trying to have control, mental manipulation, all that. You tried to peacefully retreat, be cool with them, compromise, so y'all both can go y'all separate ways slowly but surely. Nah. Half of you gonna realize that your biggest critic was somebody that you had children with, your children's mother, children's father. See, some of these people that you wanted well for them, and you gonna realize the whole time they wanted you to be dependent when you no longer was dependent on them. they went in and started plotting on your ending. You're going to realize that that was your biggest competition. They upset. Why? Because you told them what it was going to be, but they doubted you. So therefore, those are the same things that they ain't going to have an opportunity to get. See, they got the part of you where you wasn't on your shit. You may not have had certain money coming in. You may had to, in a sense, depend on them. Whole time you ain't realized God had them paying you off financially, because what they was doing to you mentally, energetically, and spiritually was way more than what they was giving up. So therefore, again, I want you to realize, chosen ones, right? They gonna feel a certain type of way, because when they had you and they had their way, in a sense, you made certain ways and moves to make sure that they was good. They took advantage of you, looked down at that like that was nothing. Now the same thing that you put them on, now they doing now. Come on now. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, they didn't play themselves. Now they gonna be mad because somebody else is gonna get you in your best ever. You getting you in your best ever. You embracing you. You not waiting till pictures is taken 10 years from now. You looking back like, damn, I was looking good then. Nah, you looking good now. Embrace that shit. 10 years from now, you're going to be looking back proud that you took that picture that you took. Shit, stop taking pictures of everybody else and include yourself in a video or two. Because you got memories for them to all think about, but all they think about is the fact that you behind the camera, but you not in view. Nope. Get on that camera. Take your pictures. I don't care, shit, I'm awkward too. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, that must be my ancient Egyptian backgrounds, and all we did was our arms like this or that, because when it comes to taking pictures, I do not do those. I'll do a video and take screenshots of that. You heard me. But I'm trying to tell you, get your pose on. Get cute. Do you, chosen ones. You heard me. Embrace you now. You're going to like what you're doing now. But again, allow you to feel what you feel. Your heart's broke. I understand. Shit. You crying. I understand. Cry. I'm not going to tell you to not cry. Let that shit out. Ugly cry, Roscoe knows, whatever the case may be, that Michael mean, whatever the case may be. Get that shit out, chosen ones. Because you got to feel that. You try to conceal that, cover that up, you never get to that, so it's still there. Now you try to look past it and run past that room knowing certain shit's peeking through that you been supposed to adhere to and attend to. So nah, you not putting it off in that junk room, that junk drawer no more. You getting that shit, you ain't using it, get that shit out of there. But allow yourself to feel it. Feel. You sad? I understand. Right now, I see, let me tell you, there's some people that you sad about what they just did to you, but you not sad about that individual. You sad because the person you want to be with is not there for you to discuss what you just currently went through. Now, what do I mean by that? Some of you met your twin flame, your soulmate, your companion, your best friend, like mine, your soul child, whatever the case may be. But right now, they on their mission, you on your mission, so y'all two may not be speaking. So therefore, there's times that you was upset with this masculine that you thought was your divine masculine, this feminine that you thought was your divine feminine. Whole time, you not even sad about what they doing to you. You sad because you know that there's nobody that you can talk to about what you just experienced with that individual. You know that you and that past person that was your true person, that y'all no longer speaking just right now because y'all working. I want you to realize that you feeling sad about the person that you want to be there, not there to cover you, hold you. You just to hear their voice to calm you. You understand me? That's what you really feeling. If you really look back, you don't fuck with Funk Master Flex. You don't mess with funky ass. You know what you get with them. You gonna cry over shorty who's been at your house for 3 days and only washed 1 day out of them. Shorty who has a terrible attitude that cheats on everybody that they cross paths with. You're going to choose this person who only wants you for your finances. You only want this person that complains and is so bougie about certain things and just don't know when to shut their ass up. This person who don't have no plans, nothing that they providing, but still got certain things that they going to complain on. You're going to have to pick and choose. You understand me? Some of y'all acting all sad about somebody not selecting you. Do you want to still go through what you was going through with that? You acting sad that you're not getting beat on no more. You acting sad because you're not getting disrespected or cheated on no more. You gonna have to pick and choose. What, you wanted to be the victim? Okay, well shit, do you then. But if you sad because that so-so ass individual moved on, it's like, man, what? No. No. What you got with them? Oh, what that next person's getting with them? They may cover it up a little bit. Shit, I didn't have exes where them, when you first met them, they was acting like they cooked and cleaned for you. I got that first meal, ain't got a meal again that they ass cooked. You heard me. They all of a sudden forgot how to cook because I knew how to. See, some people will do certain things just to lure you in. They not going to keep that shit up. What you think that they doing to them too? After a certain amount of time, you going to realize like, yo, you are not who you portray to be. I'm trying to tell you, so don't take certain things personally, but what are you prepared for? What are you preparing for? Huh? You can't complain that God is not having your partner come through, but you're not even being social. Get your ass out and socialize. Shit, I'm starting too. I told y'all I'm not playing. Listen, this the year of the love, and there's nobody that can stop it. So no matter who hears us talking about love's coming in, no matter what they hocus pocus shit they say or do, who's holding hands, they ain't gonna be able to stop it because it's already existing. You understand me? It's already here. It's already clear. They feel that shit too. So whoever's going to try to stop you, it's not going to stop. They're just going to get their feelings hurt. You understand me? So really, let's talk, those chosen ones. You got love coming. Be social. I'm trying to tell you, it's new to me too, socializing. Shit, I had to start dating me again. I told y'all I've been single for a minute. And don't feel bad because you see people hopping in and out of certain situations. Or they've been in a relationship for 5 years, 10 years. They've been miserable for all of those years. They toxic, they just complacent. So why are you upset that you chose not to hop in certain relationships? I'm telling you, single for mad years. I'm talking about like 8 or 9 years. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. And you have to realize at times, see, I gotta be honest with you too, chosen one. See, I met my twin flame, right? That was my best friend. That was my right hand, right? Met him 8 years ago. That's twin, right? Never tried to get in a relationship with him. All had love past the moon when it comes to him. Ride for him, whatever the case may be. That's my heart right there, right? But because I met my twin and felt somebody who knew me automatically, I ain't have to describe nothing to them. My story was their story, the same shit. We always spoke telepathically. Because I met him and had that spark with him, although we wasn't in a relationship, I had my guard up to other options too. Meanwhile, he was pursuing certain people, but I didn't provide myself as an option, nor did I seek that from him. We just had that connection. So I had my guard up in a sense where I wasn't looking at other options to entertain. So now, 8 years later, I'm like, okay, well, now I'm ready to get on the dating scene. Is it new to you? Yes, but you got to date you first. Are you taking yourself out for dates? Are you taking certain trips by yourself and being cool with it? Are you talking right to you? Are you dressing up because you choose to do? Are you changing this because you want to? Are you wanting to have this goal for you? Are you doing that? And whoever, again, comes, that's a benefit. That's extra. You understand me? So, chosen ones, embrace this. It's a new season, I understand. But you have the option to take it slow. Really, truly analyze who's coming in. Really look at them like, would this work, or am I playing myself again? Are they showing me? Because, again, people who didn't choose you in the past, that you had a false start with them, I'm telling you right now, they're going to get presented again, but they thinking that they already got that position. So, I want you to think of certain people that you offered love to, relationship with, friendship, business partner, whatever the type, you understand? You offered them this position way back then, but at that time, they wasn't willing to accept it. They wasn't ready. Okay, cool. Now, all of a sudden, this opportunity got presented again. Now they want to come through. They feeling like they don't got to work in order to get that. Oh, nah, that's not true. See, we offered you that for the first season. We offered you to come on. You declined. So now this next season, you're going to have to put that audition in. You're going to have to see what you bring to the team. See, there's certain people that they're going to get presented. They're going to have to show you who they are now. Do they let everything go? Do they let that ego too? Are they willing to express themselves, their feelings, not only to you, but other individuals about you? Are they now correcting anything negative that they said when they was in their head because they wasn't willing to accept y'all's connection? Are they willing to sit there and sacrifice their pride or the fact that you may decline? Are they willing to put that to the side because they know that they have to get this out their mouth this lifetime? Are they coming correct? Oh, put that audition tape in. We gonna see. Because if you don't step up, or you think I'm going to settle with you and you ain't even sit there and pay attention to the script, you ain't even sit there and recite certain things, oh, nah, you out of here. Now, that next one, oh, they prepared for that position? Okay, cool. If they properly prepared, they study their lines in a sense, meaning that they learn their lessons, they listening to where God's guiding them, then they may just get that position over you. Don't feel like because you had an opportunity in the past that when it gets presented again, you got the same, oh, nah. Put that audition in. What happened? Okay. Oh, you know God? What you know about God? What you know about yourself before you get to know me? Oh, all right, cool. What you connected to now? Because before you had certain things playing in the background. Again, chosen ones, I'm telling you, certain opportunities is going to get presented. You're going to see certain things different too pertaining to them. See, some of you could have had a disagreement with people where you thought that they played you whole time. You wasn't even in a relationship. So how could you take it personal? See, I done been there and done that shit where I felt such a tight bond with them, had such a love with them, that when they said that they wasn't entertaining nobody else, I'm like, cool, I listened. But I also had to realize that we wasn't together. We was just friends in a sense. So therefore, if they did choose to entertain somebody because I didn't allow myself to be an option, then I wasn't going to be one of the CC. You gotta realize that sometimes things just was just divinely orchestrated like that. You understand me? But I'm telling you, certain things is going to get presented. Are you allowing yourself to be a selection? Are you putting yourself out there, chosen ones? Are you allowing yourself to get selected? Are you able to take compliments? Are you smiling? You walking with a little stride of it with you? Are you out here? Again, you may not like to be social. So again, if you got anxiety initially, start off small. Going to the store by yourself. Okay, cool. Grocery store, you did that. You know what to do. All right. Going to the mall to grab a shirt or something for you by yourself. See, you around certain people socially, but you also on a mission. You can get that and go. You cool. Like, all right, cool. I got out there. The final test is to go to your local gas station with all them motherfuckers standing out front. It's like I just said. But nah, for real, you gotta be social. Get yourself seen. You too beautiful to be covered up. I understand that gems is hidden, pearls and all of that. I understand, but now it's time for you to be selected. Now, also, do you know your ring size? Because your divine masculine and feminine is about to get presented. Do you know your ring size? Do you know their ring size? If not, pay attention. Shit. Let me tell my divine masculine, you out there, baby. Please give me like an 8 or an 8.5. I want that shit to slide on smooth. No more force and nothing, alright? Let me make sure. It's like, nah, but for real. Chosen ones, know certain things. You understand me? What do you want? Build the things up. You want a house? Go get that. You about to have that. This last little hiccup that you had with the past, that's just to let them go so that this new thing that come in, you all open to it. You hear me? You have to start. You got this. I understand sometimes you in certain, I done been there, in certain living dynamics where I was staying with my children's father. Well, we was staying together. You heard it. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't together. We just lived together. We just, okay, cool. Then when he come visit him, he'd stay where I was staying too. Nah, you have to disconnect. You can't have that dynamic because when your new person comes in, guess what? That's something that you don't want to have to explain to them. You don't need to hold on to this past person. They didn't include you before, so why they include you now? You feeling like you working things out. It's not. It's blocking progression. So take that risk. Go get your own shit. Start disconnecting them where you're not present or around them. You understand me? Disconnect. They have a connection with their kids outside of you. You have an identity now. You can do the things that you need to do or wanted to do while they have your crew without you. That's their family. That's their kids. I understand that might be sad because you thought it was a family that, but it's not. It's not. They didn't want to play the position. But are you going to miss out on somebody else who's been praying to cross paths with somebody like you who wants kids like you or just like you. Man, come on now. One person's shorty's too fertile is the other person's, I'm so glad my baby's fertile. Fuck out of here. One person, oh, we'll see where this goes to. The next person, man, I'm trying to get married now. What's up? I'm telling you, a lot of us is not going to have that big wedding initially. A lot of us is going to be eloping, because I'm telling you, when that person comes, they going to tell you, yo, I want to marry you. You like, shit, how I know? Turn on Jagged Edge. Meet Me at the Altar comes on. What y'all going to do? Go to the courthouse, come back, then you tell your family and friends after you done already did what y'all did. Man, come on now. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all think I'm playing. It's going to happen quick. So while you out here talking big boy shit, you don't know. Your family might be salty. Okay, well, we'll plan it afterwards. You can be included afterwards, but you wasn't going to fuck this up. Ain't nobody was going to chime in talking about a disagreement. What? Who invited you? Oh, nah. I'm telling you. You may not know, matter of fact, you know what song's been real strong in the energy? SZA, Snooze. So somebody got their divine feminine and masculine out there singing certain love songs to you. You heard me. They out there, I'm telling you, certain songs come on, they out there talking, singing that shit. Also, Isley's Brothers been coming up real strong in the energy as well. Voyage to Atlantis. So on and so forth. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, this your season for love. Embrace it. It's coming. And you, again, are going to, you can make it easy for you, getting out there socially so God can align you with him. Or you can take the slower road. That's cool, no rush. But that means that it's going to take time for that person to, because God got to change their schedule to this, had them have to go to the same state that you in, changed it. You either working with God or you're going to sit down and let him do everything, and then your ass going to have to wait. Which one? Properly prepare what you praying for, all right? I love you so much. Listen, remember, I never reach out to you for a reading. You got to be ready to receive it, because I ain't sugarcoating shit. I'm going to talk to you just like I'm talking to you now. Coaching sessions, we talking on the phone. You can ask as many questions as you have for that half hour. You understand me? I'm going to give you that insight. I don't use no crystal balls, no tarot cards, no disrespect to those who do. I just don't. I just talk to you. I tell you what God tells me to tell you. You understand me? Now, also, chosen ones, you already know I'm going to upload this live later on my YouTube. I love you. I appreciate you. Again, I appreciate you so much. I've been recommending so many people for the coaching sessions. They've been successful. Just hearing y'all allow certain things out. The fact that somebody understands you without you having to explain you. Certain insight that comes through that's confirmations that you've been knew, but you just needed to hear it. I'm so happy. I love the fact that we had that connection. You understand me? So, chosen ones, I appreciate you. I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. Also, please remember, I'm open to collaborations. So, what does that mean? If you got a podcast, because I'm starting my podcast, I already told you, just choosing my location, right? So, with that being said, you got a podcast, certain people been asking me to come on, just have certain information available to see. So let me see what your page is about. Let me see what you post about. Let me see what you talk about. Because I'm not the type, I'm not going to go in a place. If you ever downplay God, I'm not hearing that. If you pessimistic, you negative, I'm not entertaining it. Now, you funny, we can joke together. Now, you understand, you want a deep conversation, we cool too, but like minds. This is a soul tribe. You understand me? So let me know. But I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me. All right? Be great.